Hello and welcome to another Urban Locavore podcast. We're here at Sayers Cafe in Locavore.
Yep.
One of our favourite cafes in Perth. Not only do they have great food, great coffee, but they source all their products locally.
Yeah.
So, huge fan of Sayers, come down and check them out on the weekend for a brunch or breakfast. And more important than that, if there could be, in front of us we have the long-awaited April tasting box.
It's here.
It is here. So it's a huge box. It's packed. As soon as we open it, it's going to burst open, so we're going to get straight into it. Okay, once again, we have the little menu. We have some flyers from our producers. Right. Okay, first up, let's go with the fresh fettuccine.
Golden ravioli, just up the road actually. These guys have an amazing history in Western Australia. They came out the four brothers came out from Italy in the 50s, and they started the Romani restaurant, which is one of the first Italian restaurants in Western Australia. From there, in about '64, they started making pasta, and they've continued to do that. So you can buy their freshly cooked pasta, and you can also get their sauces.
Yeah,
really cool dudes.
The word on the street is that this is Italians' go-to golden ravioli when they're too lazy to cook their own pasta. We've got two recipes up on the website, so two with the fettuccine and a creamy pasta sauce.
Yeah. Goes really well with your lighter style pastas. Don't go too dark with this one, so you're creamy and light tomatoes. Little Ribbons is the name, tortellino, tagliatelle, fettuccine. That's what it means, fettuccine. So go for it. So what's next in the box, Paul?
All right, now all the things in our box are our favourites. We love every producer, but every now and then you have something that's really special. And undeniably, this is
little box.
A very special box.
Little box contains 3 truffle chocolates from Mr. John Wade from Denmark. John started off as a winemaker. In fact, many of you may have heard of the Howard Park Winery, and that's what he started that. He still works in the winemaking game as a consultant to Rickety Gate, but he now makes these little suckers. And if you've never tasted homemade artisan chocolates before, then you're in for a treat, guys. These are special. And just have a look at the name. What's in these, Paul? Can you tell us?
So we've got the Sauvignon Blanc and apricot truffle. We've got lemon myrtle, which is a bit of a favourite of mine. This is a native Australian plant. So, I mean, well, I've just finished. We've got also lemongrass and ginger. So some interesting flavours. Chocolate beans obviously are not Australian. Just like coffee beans, we're never going to grow coffee or chocolate in Australia. But we have some of the best chocolatiers and some of the best coffee roasters in Australia, some of the best in Western Australia. So, for my mind, this is better than French. I mean, forget your French chocolate. We have got one of the best chocolatiers in Western Australia.
And I think that's what's really exciting, is actually using local indigenous herbs and flavours to come through his chocolates. That's really exciting. The flavour profile, being a winemaker, John has been able to tweak the flavours all the time. Unique, original and great quality. Also, if you're down Denmark way, drop in on him. He's a good fella.
All right, moving on to the next one. This is Dark Star Coffee. Okay, so another, well, this is a pretty new roaster to Western Australia, you'd say. And again, I mean, as with the chocolate, we don't grow coffee in Australia, obviously, but we are world renowned for some of the best coffee roasters. So I'm really happy to have these in the box, and really excited to have these guys because we have, so we can showcase some of the best roasters in Western Australia.
You might have spotted these guys down at the Freo Markets. There's a good spot down there, and it's very nice to sit down there and have a croissant or a lazy little pastry and try some of their chocolate.
And one thing you'd say about coffee as well, and why it is important to get local, is because coffee is best when it's just been roasted. So it has a kind of sweet spot. You don't want to have it the day after it's been roasted, but say about a week after the oils, I think the oils need to just come out.
Yep.
But then if it's been waiting too long, if it's past 2 weeks or so, then it's going to be stale.
Yep.
So having local coffee, having local roasters is where you want to head if you want the best cup of coffee.
We actually put it out there on the website to see who wanted to actually have theirs as beans or as ground. Most of the coffee makers would encourage you to buy the beans and grind it yourself if you really want that optimum cuppa. So if you haven't, try that too.
Through the straw again. Let's see what we've got. I think let's do a pasta sauce.
Okay, cool.
Okay. This is another West Australian company with a great tradition.
West Australian owned and run, family business, yep.
Yep, so pasta sauce obviously. Now we've got some creamy recipes up on the website for the fettuccine. You could pair this, I mean this would go good with say the roast garlic from the last box, which is still available on the website. You could roast some garlic pop it with this and then with your pasta, I think that'd be pretty good.
Capers might be a bit intense for it.
Yep.
Good product. These guys, I think what you notice with Locavore is that the produce is great, and the actual production values and the way they present is always top class. So, an amazing range of products too.
Back into the box, and let's pull out, oh actually this is a special one as well. Okay, this is Ricky Caspi, who has a great name she's a great chef, great name in Perth.
Ricky had a restaurant called Blake's at the top end of sort of Alexander Drive up that way. And with her husband Henny, started to make different sauces. Moroccan vibe, Moroccan feel, full on. They've been trying out these throughout the markets around the CBD in Perth and slowly tweaking them and getting them just right. We've given you a fish for a bit of a change here. The great flavours coming through on this one. There's gingers, there's good coriander.
Bit of a lemon, bit of a zesty. It's kind of a fresh. So this is not a hot curry paste kind of thing. It's like a marinade. There is a recipe which comes in the box just in case you're unsure how to use it. You could pair this with the marisa or harissa, which is the hot one. So with the Moroccan food, you're meant to, add your chili to mix it to taste. If you do like your food hot, your food spicy, grab one of these and then mix the two together. And one more thing to say about these guys is they do the cooking classes. So you also have a little flyer. This is in Mount Lawley, Walcott Street. So fantastic cooking classes and excellent to get involved in that. All right, getting towards the bottom. This one is a fun one. So this is my Bicky Mix. So this is a do-it-yourself kind of bake it yourself pack. A great story of two ladies. There is Tanya, and I'll have to check. Tanya and Mandy. Sorry, Mandy. We're actually, there's a foodie and a computer nerd, so it kind of reminds you of another fantastic duo. So Tanya does the cooking, she comes up with the recipes. We've got white chocolate, cranberry, oat cookie. You see the cranberries there, it looks amazing. Tanya came up with this. It was for her children's fete. I think she had to bring something to sell or as some sort of package. So she created my Bicky Mix. It took off, went really well, and now they're making and doing it at markets. But you'll see them around town. And of course, you'll see them in our box.
The kids made it too, so my little guys made it, and they were very popular.
Yeah, I think it's a good one for the kids, but also I'm sure quite a few adults will have a bit of fun. All right, so we're down to our last two. All right. This is some mini smoothies. Okay, this is from the Organic Fine Food Company. As you can see from the packaging, this is just an amazing product.
These guys set up down around Bridgetown, and they've been working through quite a few products using fresh fruit. So organically grown and sourced from Western Australia, some sourced from outside the state. It has to be organic, totally organic certified. And I suppose the exciting thing about this product is that it is an ideal product for lunches. 100% fruit. Great product, you can freeze it so then it thaws out, so that says your ice pack as well, and the flavours are amazing. This
ticks all the boxes. It's preservative-free, additive-free, it's gluten-free, and it has a long shelf life. The other thing you'd have to say about...
Straight can be served at 3 temperatures, straight as room temperature, or from the fridge, or frozen.
The other thing to note about these guys, I have to give them a plug, is at the 2011 Sydney, I have to get this right, Australasian Food Challenge Awards. They were the only West Australian company to win. They won 2 awards, which was Snack Food Award and the Packaging and Design Award. So, and you can see why the packaging is amazing. And
they're really good. The flavours are great. It's a real winner, guys.
West Australian company innovating, which is good to see. All right, good and job. Now there is one more in here.
Oh, come on, baby.
I think. Digging through, and there is a hidden Easter egg or treat. Yeah. So this month we have some seeds because there's nothing more local than your backyard. So we want to promote people to grow as much as they can, their herbs and spices and all that sort of thing.
Kale. This superfood.
Yeah, it's a big deal, kale. If you haven't heard of kale, you'll be hearing a lot of it. It's trending, as we say on the nets. It's kind of like it's from the cabbage family, but it kind of looks like spinach.
The leaf almost looks like I suppose that sort of broccoli type leaf.
Yeah.
Really full on. Peter Cundall, the old ABC commentator, it was his health food and he's still going. And he's a feisty old bugger, so we should eat this stuff. It's good for us.
So these can be grown around about now, so autumn to winter. Okay, and one more thing. We've got a hidden surprise behind the box. Now, a lot of you remember these little guys from the February box.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yep.
These are finger limes, native Australian lime, grown in Pemberton, and they're back. So they're on the store. Buy them online, and we'll add them to your box, and we'll deliver them. Just amazing salad dressings.
The little caviar, beautiful. They're fantastic things.
Okay.
Yep.
So that is the end of the podcast. Thank you so much for joining us on this unseasonably blustery and cold Perth day. Please do check us on the website. We have some exciting announcements next month. So check us at www.urbanlocavore.com.au. Also on Facebook, which is facebook.com/urbanlocavore. And also, of course, on the Twitter, which is twitter.com/urbanlocavore. So, see you all again next month.
Enjoy the aqua box. See ya.